Hello, y'all. We're back. We are BAC to the what? Take it.
Only one of them, not three.
Only one K. Yes. You put too many together, and we'll have a riot on our hands.
You ever have somebody hit you with KK, and I be looking at that bitch like, where are you going with this? Where are you?
Or like KK Slider from Animal Crossing. Like, what's his deal? Why do you have to be a white dog with a guitar with like a country twang? They knew what they were doing. I
get a little uneasy. I start sweating a little bit.
And you all know what to do. As the audience, please like and subscribe to the podcast. Pretty please. We need it. We need all the likes and subscribers we can get. That's what motivates us to get up each and every day and record one of these maybe once a week, maybe at that. And I want to apologize. I want to apologize up at the top. By the time this comes out, you will have seen our previous episode with Tevin Perry. I want to apologize to Tevin directly. I took, I think I explained a little at the end, but I took kind of a heavy edible that I wasn't expecting to hit quite as heavily as it did, inevitably hit. And so I was not very active in the discussion. I feel like I left you, but you took control and Tevin more directly. So I figured I could hang back and just let you guys kind of
just coast, just ride the wave. You know what I'm saying?
I watched some back just to see like how bad I was, and yeah, I was just completely checked out. So I do apologize.
Chilling. I was like, he vibing. I was like, it makes sense. I was like, all right, okay.
I just want to let you know, Tevin, normally I'm more engaged. I wanted to ask more questions, and every time I went to go ask a question, I just like it hit even harder, and I just was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna let things happen.
Shit. Yeah, you gotta be careful with them, boy.
And then y'all just started getting real philosophical, and that just worsened my situation even more. But I'm lucid now. I had a crisis. Yeah, I had a crisis of thought a few times. But Tevin, come back whenever you want, man. When I'm more engaged, I'm completely locked in for this episode. I'm really excited. This is a friend of both of ours, who we both know through stand-up comedy in DC primarily, but he's all up and down the coast. He's got a show on June 27th in Baltimore at Laugh Tracks. It's called Club Car is the name of the club, the name of the bar. So go check out his show at Club Car on June 27th with Jake Lazier and Laugh Tracks and company. This guy is awesome. He's like one of my favorite people, and I don't say that about a lot of people in comedy, because a lot of people in comedy are hit or miss. There's been a lot of people who've let me down and several others through their actions or through what they decide to joke about, or what they do off stage. This guy is a stand-up dude all the time, all hours of every day. He is just a treat to be around. So y'all are going to love him too. Please help me welcome Xavier Montes to the podcast. What's up, Xavier?
Fucking hell, what an introduction. Holy
shit. You're royalty, dude.
I love the whole fact. Yeah, I love this guy because everybody else sucks.
I'm looking at you, Tevin.
Oh my god.
I only say that because I don't know him. I don't know him.
Madness.
No, but it's funny. I think you've wanted me on the podcast for like the last 2 years, but just things did not mesh, and like scheduling and everything. Now, weirdly enough, the one, like, you gave me like the slot, and like, all right, I could do this, only for it to be slightly pushed back. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I deserve this, because there was that one time, I think it was during the holidays, I was like, yeah, I could do it, but then shit happened. So
it's okay. Hey, I totally understand. There's been so many people like that too, where we've been Frank Giordano is one of them, where we've been talking for months and months, and he even moved. He moved to a completely different state.
Philly.
I think he's in Philly now. Yeah. So we've gotten to the point where he's like completely gone, but still this is all remote. So we still talk, and we play phone tag basically for months and months. But one of these days you'll see him on the podcast. Karan Singh is another one. Karan and I or just ships in the night sometimes, where he'll send me a message and I'll send him a message, and it just hasn't lined up. And you're so busy, dude. You're always performing, you're always traveling, and you're always working too. That's the other thing, is a lot of us work full time. I'm no exception, but you, I mean, you got jobs, you got school and stuff. How's all that going?
So it's been going surprisingly well, to the point where I think I'm actually going to graduate earlier than I was expecting to.
Oh, wow.
Boy.
Congrats.
Like, if everything goes right, I should be done by the end of the year.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
hopefully, just, fingers crossed and everything.
He's like, we gonna see.
No, because like I had like my first major like fuck up of the semester. Because so Friday night I get back home from a show. I'm hyped, right? I'm like, fuck yeah, this show went well. I'm gonna get paid sometime, for this show.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like reading my textbook, right? I'm actually like, whenever I do like tests where I have to like prove that I'm on webcam and don't have anything around me, I'm in my kitchen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm in my kitchen. Like, that's where I usually do like my tests and everything. Whereas I'm like doing some studying, I accidentally fall asleep because I guess the adrenaline from like having a good show wore off.
Yeah.
And I just like been tired, so I wake up like slumped in the chair, and then I see that. And because my university's in Arizona, I have a little bit more like time to like finish shit up. But when I woke up, it was like 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, and the professor's like kind of strict about, hey, unless you have like a medical emergency which you can prove, I can't give you like an extension, a retest, or whatever. So I was like, oh fuck, like right now I have like a failing grade in that class, but as long as I do okay on the next few exams, I should be able to pull out a C at the very least.
Hey.
But other than that, it's actually been going pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. And there's going to be that one thing that happens every so often, and yeah, it's good that you still have time to make it up, because that would suck if it was like the complete end of the year and that tanked your grade completely. Yeah, that would be a different story. But halfway through, it's not as big of a deal. And I mean, like, so you do school through work, right? So you get your college through.
So I work at Starbucks.
Starbucks.
I was just about to ask. I was like, you work at Starbucks? Yeah.
Of course, because all of the alphabet people work there.
You're a proud B, right, of the alphabet?
Sure.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
Not even proud. But... Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Like,
it's just like I accepted it.
He's like, I'm nonchalant about it. I'm like,
Femboys and friends for life.
Femboys for life. That's lovely.
Through Starbucks, they have one of their benefits if you work a minimum of like 20 hours per week, which is actually pretty sick when you consider that's what they consider full time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the benefits is that if you don't have already a bachelor's degree, you can get one through them. All you gotta do is do the whole FAFSA thing, as well as you gotta pay for your own books, but comparatively speaking, like maybe $100 per session versus like say a couple thousand,
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it hits different. And so, since 2020, fuck, I don't remember what year I started now, because 2022, late 2022 is when I started, I think. I actually don't remember now. No, late 2023. Late 2023. I signed up for it, right? And they're like, hey, your grades were shit in high school, so you had to take like some pre-classes to be able to quote unquote get accepted. Yeah. And that was like my first real test, because I was like, this is it. And then when I was like shitting my pants about it, but then when I actually did like the work, I was like, fuck, this is easy. What the fuck am I worrying about? And like,
would you say it's been like 2 other? Would you say it's on par with where you left off in high school? Is it about the same, like the onboarding, or is it one of those things where it's like high school felt so hard because your mind was still developing, or you were in a different headspace completely about schoolwork?
Honestly, if I could, if it wasn't so like jammed in our heads as like kids, I'm actually an advocate for like starting college later because like you just said, like your head's fully developed now. You're much more mature. You should be better with like maintaining schedules and time, and you're not like forced to be somewhere for like 7, 8 hours of your day.
Mm-hmm.
It is harder though because since you're an adult, you have responsibilities, you have to have a job,
Right.
and because of my job, that's how I'm doing this in the first place. So I kind of had to keep this job.
Yeah, right. It's dependent. One's dependent on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked at Starbucks for almost 2 years in DC. Actually, I was at the Carroll Street store across from Busboys and Poets in Tacoma Park.
Okay.
And that was what I was going to do. Yeah, I was going to take those classes online, and I was full time. So I was working 40 plus hours a week there, and I was closing. So, I mean, I just never took the initiative to sign up for those classes in the time that I was there, but that was always my goal for working there. And I eventually got another job with Lorenzo and moved away, and it just never materialized. But I still I live right next to Nova Community College. We're both in pretty much the same area. I'm not too far from you anymore, so we should hang out. This is me putting you on the spot.
That's really close. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is me putting you on the spot and saying we should hang out.
Yeah.
And you have a time. Is your schedule? I mean, we'll talk later. But I just wanted to corner you now in a way that you can't say no.
So everyone can see. They'd be like, when he asked, like,
Right. See, if Lorenzo lived closer, then we'd be doing more stuff. But he's 4 hours away, so that's just not happening. And I refuse to.
Salisbury, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned this in the podcast before, so it's not exactly like secret information. You know what I mean?
No, you've been stalking Lorenzo, right? You've been reading up. You did all your
of course.
Your research.
He's been stalking me like the Pink Panthers been stalking Kayla.
I've caught a couple of the episodes because anytime, like, it's been like almost a decade since I've done someone's podcast. So like when I like do someone's podcast, I like to be courteous. I like to like catch up on like some episodes and like see what the vibe's all about and all that.
That's awesome.
I saw Chrissy Perez's. It's really interesting what people will tell you when you just let them talk. You know what I mean?
Well, that was a really interesting episode because so I'm sitting around all day waiting to record, similar to tonight. I message you, I'm asking you for your Discord username, right? Because we do this through Discord. That's what, we're recording through. So you see me change the windows here. It's just if I had the whole screen on, you would just see the 3 panels of us having effectively a Zoom call on Discord. So I asked her, what's your username so I can add you to the server so we can conduct the call. She sends it to me. And then about 10 minutes after that, she says, I'm almost there. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. And I'm thinking she means home. She's almost at her house so that we can, conduct a phone call. And so I say, sure, yeah, that's fine. And then 10 minutes later, sure enough, she calls my phone and is like, hey, I'm parked outside. Is it okay? It's the visitor spot, right? That's where I need to be. And I was losing my mind. I was like, holy shit, I'm not even dressed for this. I do this in gym shorts. I may or may not have underwear on. It's like a complete, this is a casual experience. And she's on the phone with me, like, I'm like, you're at my place, like outside? And she says, yeah. Did you want me to come over for that? Because she had come over. We did a show where we do music together, and we had practice. Yeah. She came over to my place and practiced with me. So she had my address, and she just figured when I showed her where I do the podcast from, when I showed her my little office area, she figured that this is where we would do it together. So thankfully I have the apparatus to hook up 2 mics, and I could kind of squeeze her in here next to me. There's not a lot of space in this room, but we made it work. I didn't want to send her home, even though she doesn't live that far away. Which was also, it would have been no love lost if I told her, like, no, I meant, like, why did you make a Discord account if we were doing this in person?
You
So,
never know, you know?
yeah.
She's like, I just want to be part of the club.
She just went better safe than sorry. She did it though, and yeah. So
She made a Discord just for this, only for not to actually use it.
Not to use it, yeah. So that was
That's
fun.
funny.
So like the whole time I'm like sweating, like waiting for something to crash or go down because I haven't done that in a while. I haven't had multiple mics and stuff. So like I'm working with piecemeal equipment, like this is like a ramshackle mess. Like I said, there's no pressure with this whatsoever. But when she was in here the whole time, I'm like, I'm just waiting for my computer to crash. I'm waiting for anything to go wrong. So she did the brunt of the talking, and I was really glad that she just kind of took it and went, because she had a lot to say about relationships, about dating advice, about community, all of it.
Gotta have your hoe phase.
Yeah, gotta have your hoe phase, all of it. And she's a superstar. I mean, have you heard her sing before? She is outstanding.
Whoa. No. I'm the superstar.
Well, yeah, that's your nickname, right?
Yeah.
Now, did somebody appoint you that, or did you?
There's a story.
So that's your hood nickname. There's
a story for the superstar thing. So, oh god, this is so long ago. Like maybe 8 years ago, right? I did an open mic. It still exists, but the mic no longer happens. It was at Madams, Oregon. And I'm eating dick.
Right.
And I did 2 jokes at the end, which one of them has now become like my main closer. If you know my roots joke, then yeah.
You can say it if you want. Hey.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe Lorenzo hasn't heard it before, but I wonder.
He looks nervous.
I wonder. Don't worry, I've been given the black side eye before. It ain't new. Especially when I start off the joke, I always get like that side eye, but then by the end of it, 9 times out of 10, like I got people rolling over and shit.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, no. So
picture this as Drewski's label, and we're gonna pass you or we're gonna reject you. Could have been records. Let's hear it.
I want to acquire a copy of the movie Roots, but not on Blu-ray, because I think it's in poor taste to own a movie about slaves remastered.
That's pretty good. I have heard that. It's been a long time though. That's an old one. Yeah. I'll just play that. It was good though. Don't let that. There's no indication of how good the joke.
But
I assume Lorenzo pressed that.
I liked it. I was like,
no. So I did that joke at the end of my set because I was like, that was about to become like my closer, because I've noticed it was actually like getting some like good reactions and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, but I mostly bombed my dick off, right? The person that goes up after me, Donnell Rollins.
Really?
Yeah, Ashy Larry from Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
The first thing he says is, "Hey Xavier, you should quit comedy." I'm like, oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then he murders for about 20 minutes, and then towards the end, he's like, "Hey Xavier, you still here?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He told me that as an old head, right? He, as a veteran of comedy or whatever, it's in a weird way, he kind of implied that you lose your ability to laugh. But instead of laughing, like old heads will be like, yo, that joke's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He basically told me for like the last 2 jokes, like, yo, that joke's funny, and if you were to quit comedy, I would steal those jokes. And I was like, that's like an honor to already be told, hey, that's our funny jokes, and then 2, be told, hey, I would steal them or whatever. I was like, oh shit,
yeah. He would just co-opt your early set there. I don't think I knew that about you. And Lorenzo and I, we actually saw him together, didn't we? We saw Donnell at the DC Improv. That was one of the first people I had seen live, and I invited Lorenzo to come with me to the show.
Hell yeah.
And it was a great time. He's been in some heat, Donnell Rawlings, for just being kind of a...
Oh, I wasn't finished with the story.
Go.
So he's like, hey, what are you doing Thanksgiving weekend?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, nothing. And my friend / mentor, he's like, tell him you're not doing anything, because I wasn't, but I'm like, I'm not doing anything. It's like, hey, I want to have you as my special guest to give me a guest spot basically for when he comes through on the weekend. We'll exchange information. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened, right?
Yeah.
Because like even then, I think throughout my comedy career, I've always considered myself like I'm not gonna be like the guy that like gets talked about when you say, "Hey, who do you think from the scene is gonna make it?" And like that to me was like pretty cool. It's like, oh my god, like an actual like comedian like noticed my talent or whatever.
Yeah.
So and and the word spread, or it's like, oh my god, Xavier Montes got a guest spot, from Donald Rollins, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then the next day, right, I'm still getting like, oh hey, you've worked so hard, you earned it, blah blah blah. And when I signed up for the open mic, I like to think that I want to do good wherever I'm at on the open mic, beginning, middle, end. It's always been a philosophy of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So when I signed up, I was like number 11 for it. It's like, all right, yeah, that's cool. The host is like, oh, is that where you actually like want to be? I'm like, because I think he just heard about the news. I was like, yeah, I feel like I could still work it. He's like, okay, superstar. And I was like, wait a minute, are people like, and like it got in my head for a couple of like days. It's like, do people really feel like? I mean, like, I feel like I'm never gonna like. I hope I don't really ever like change up on people and whatnot.
Yeah.
If I ever get like successful. I was like, wow, is this like what it? Like I was confused. I was a little hurt, honestly. I was like, do people think I'm like gonna change up on them? It's like, okay. I love professional wrestling. So one of the things I did when I like got home was I tried to find a scarf.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, but it was my niece's scarf. So that shit was like super fucking tiny on me.
Yeah.
Because like there was this wrestler at the time, he still wrestles, but he's known as the Miz, and like one of his things like he would wear like a scarf to show how much of an asshole he was, because his character was like, oh, I'm this A-list actor, even though he's mostly been in like direct to DVD movies or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a little of that. So then I started calling myself the superstar. If someone like brought me up to stage, it's like, hey, like, give it up for Xavier Montes. I'm like, that's superstar Xavier Montes. Like, I was acting way more arrogant than what I normally am, and like, it was fun because it's like, oh yeah, I'm this character now. It's like I'm the superstar. All I would call other comics average. I would call the audience peasants. I was like, hello, peasants, and like shit like that. And like I still do it sometimes. I mostly do it at Angel Show now, the Smack Talk Raw.
Uh-huh.
Where that's kind of like encouraged,
Sure. I've never seen you do it. I'm not, because I can't even like envision you as the kind of guy who yells or anything. Like you're such like a soft spoken dude to begin with.
Yeah.
So I would have loved to have witnessed that. I think I met you right as you were winding out of that phase.
Yeah. I feel like I bring it back once in a while, but now it's just mostly like, oh, I'll do it there because it makes sense. Like, and it's funny because someone brought it up to me where it's like, oh yeah, when you're like the superstar, you stand up more straighter. You actually like, you don't have to like put the mic very close to your mouth and whatnot. Because like I'm so like quiet, even with like a microphone in my hand. I'm like, hey, hello, hi, good evening.
Yeah.
And so I started that because of that, and then obviously the actual day of the show, I was a little nervous because I actually haven't talked to him since then. And so I was like, hey man, do you remember me? And he was like, oh yeah, I do. Like, I was like, I wanted to go over like, hey, details about. I was like, hey, how should I just tell them I'm there for the spot? And I was like, hey man, you guys send me a video. You guys like, no, it's me. You saw me at Madison Square. It's like, oh yeah, man, just be there for the early show, right?
Yeah.
I do the early show, and one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten was, when you're about to do a performance, pretend you're going out for the instant replay. So then it's kind of like a weird like Inception like thought of mine, where it's like you're there but you're not there. You're still technically there, but you're viewing it yourself in third person. But I don't know. I thought it was like they're pretty solid. So I went out there. I was like, all right. And then when my first joke hit, I was like, yes, I got them in the palm of my hands. Like, all right, let's do this. Set goes well. I watched Donnell fucking murder one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
As I'm about to leave, I'm like, hey man, thank you for the opportunity. This is so much fun. I think I'm about to go. He stops me and he says, hey, you want to do it again? I'm like, fuck yeah, I get to be on the DC improv stage twice in one night.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So I did it again, and then like again, I was like, once that first joke hits, and like you got 200-300 people laughing, I'm like, oh my god, because like before then, I think the most amount of people I've ever had like in an audience was maybe like 30.
Right, sure.
That's a decent amount, though. That's still a decent amount.
I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like when you have
it
like
changes.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, like obviously that the first like couple seconds you're taking it in, you're like, oh, these people are here to see like professionals, and here I am like oh fuck, like. But then once that first joke hits, I'm like, this is they're mine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I got to do the lounge. The lounge didn't go as well, but whatever. But fuck that. I got to do the main stage twice in one night.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's how the whole superstar thing started.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
In a lot of
still
ways, you
fucking
gotta fake it till you make it, regardless. You know, especially when people buy tickets to see a show, they're there to see a show. They're there to see what you're bringing to the table. So if you go in there,
I think you know.
I just shit on everybody. What? I just shit on every. Let me tell you something. Money is the only thing keeping me from who I really am. I just shit on everybody.
Sure.
Like what? Let me get just the tiniest taste of anything, and I'm out to like, you know what I'm saying? The conditions are gonna be met, and I'm out to really be me. I'm out to. Everybody's literally getting shit on. Like
you're such a nice person right now. You're saying that's because you're destitute or you're broke.
He's just broke.
It's all conditional.
No
the
bullshit.
The money's not gonna change me. I'm changed because I don't have the money. But once I get it, because I used to have it. Once I get it back, I'm gonna be the real me.
Yeah.
I'll be able to truly live my life the way I'm supposed to.
Okay, I have a theory about y'all because no. About y'all too, right?
Okay.
Not a theory.
Lorenzo, he's a lot more vocal about his like petty things or whatever, but I don't think he'll do anything actually like nefarious.
You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Christian, on the other hand, once you've said, "Oh, it just does not match the hate in my heart," I'm like, "Oh no, you might do something."
Listen, man. I
think it's the white side talking.
If I'm riled up about something, I'll try to do what I can to, you know, I'll make my voice heard, right?
Yeah.
But I'll stop at that. You know, you're not going to see. I'm not like I'm somewhere in between. Hardcore like proponent of everybody's rights and everything. I'm somewhere between on the street picketing and armchair activist. Like I'm somewhere like right in the middle, you know, where I'll be on the podcast talking about it, but you might not see me down on Capitol Hill waving a sign or anything, or actually getting my hands dirty, you know. Like
that's just because he's busy.
Like
he's a busy
and I'm busy, you know. But I'm going to do what I can with what I have now, and I barely have shit. I barely had enough money for gas today. I just had to scrounge in my cup holder for loose change for gas today. I had $11.50 in quarters.
No,
so
I know what it's like being really broke. I fucking
today.
Oh my god!
And just like you were saying about the shows too, and I'll let you continue. But you know, like you think you're going to get a good payday from a showcase, and maybe it either comes or doesn't come, and that could determine the entire remainder of your month based on how much money you make
No,
from an event.
literally, because you might be counting on that bitch.
Yeah.
You advertising flyers. Hey, comedy, comedy,
Yep.
comedy, and like motherfuckers just don't be supporting the way they should. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like I was hoping to make at least $80, and I got like, we ain't really sell like that. So
And now as a
you know what I'm
producer,
saying?
I'm paying people, and I feel horrible that I can't pay people what I would have wanted to be paid for a show like this. But thankfully, like I work with so many outstanding people who are all very understanding of, like this is a new thing. This is something I'm building up, and it's going to take time before we see a significant return. And so it's basically people working for free on the shows I run. But even still, even if it's the third or fourth show I've ever done, I'm still like expecting, okay, well, this time's going to be different. This time we're going to get like,
no,
yeah.
I fucking understand. Like I used to run mics in my younger days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back when I had like the energy to do it. And there was one mic I used to run at a piano bar in Georgetown that did not pay me, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I either had to work or be out of town that weekend, right? Or that day. So I, out of my own pocket, paid the host who, I was like, hey, can you host like this day? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
to take over for you.
Yeah, it's like I paid out of the pocket for that, and I think I paid someone else out of pocket for another mic I used to run too, because they paid me, but they weren't going to pay that night.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, cool. I will pay you, out of my barbecue salary to, run this shit. It's like I trust them. Like, hell yeah.
And you want to be able to do that every time. I want to be able to do that every time. Like the mic I do now, we have the panelists who give feedback. I want to be able to at least give them money for a drink or gas or something. And I can't always do that. Yeah. I can't do that now. I don't even promise anything anymore, because I don't promise anyone anything anymore, because I'm just like, I just don't have the means right now. And everyone is on the agreement that this is happening because we all want the experience collectively, and that's all it is. We all just want stage time. So I pay people in stage time. If you're ever a panelist for me, you go up, do 5, 10, 12 minutes, whatever you want to do, because that's the best I can offer you right now. But yeah, when I'm on the come up, and when you see me dressing a little bit better, walking with some pep in my step, and not looking like I hate everything, because I do.
But normally you're actually dressed pretty nicely for a mic, dog.
Well, yeah, I'm coming from work usually where I have to look a little nice. I got to look a little.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, oh yeah, I come straight from work every time. Yeah.
I thought like you just did that like on purpose.
Listen, like if I could be in sweatpants and just a loose t-shirt all day.
Nah, he says that, but like it'd be so easy for him to pack a change of clothes, especially fucking sweatpants and a t-shirt.
I'm rushing.
He likes that shit.
I'm
That's
rushing.
his thing.
I go straight from work.
Let me tell you something.
I go straight from
He's
work.
Always late.
And I'm always late because it's like I get stuck in traffic for 2 hours.
Stop calling them out.
The other night, the other night for my mic, there was an accident so bad it was 2 cars just chopped in half. The way they hit each other,
damn.
Or like accordioned in half, so it's like the front end of a truck was the only thing left, and the back end of a Camry was the only thing left, and so like one or all the people involved were dead, and that cost another like hour onto my commute.
Holy shit, I'd be pissed.
But it's like
Which is the real tragedy,
and that's the real tragedy. Thank you. Like I just did a joke about that, about this Mackenzie Sharilla girl, how she tried to kill her boyfriend. She did. She successfully killed her boyfriend and another passenger in the car by running. In the car, she ran them into a wall, right, to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And like she could have wanted to kill herself. Like we don't know what the whole story is, because she's not going to be forthcoming about it. She's never going to tell the truth. She's going to.
Let me tell you something. There's a million of them. They're all over the place. You probably was in the car with one earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Like,
but I tell this joke already where it's like, I love when I see crosses on the side of the road, because families can do that for their loved ones, but they need to have some space for all the people stuck in traffic that day when the crash happened, so that I feel seen and heard every time I'm stuck on I-66 for another hour and a half because some bitch wanted to go get her kickball in the middle of the road and got took out.
I'm still trying to make this funny.
But
like,
let me finish this because
Yeah,
I tagged on this Mackenzie because it's a recent story, and say whatever you want about this Mackenzie bitch, but at least she had the the consideration to do it at night away from like a main road. She took a back road in a field. She went completely out of, so like thank you Mackenzie for being at least a little bit considerate. You know, I'm sure the families of the victims don't think so, but hats off to you, girlfriend. Like you do your thing. Get your bag in prison. She's running that prison now too. It's hilarious. She's just like some
Is she for real?
scrawny anorexic pothead, and she's
She's like, I killed 2 people.
There's
I'll
people
kill
getting
more.
out. There's people getting out like talking about how she's like ruling it with an iron fist. How she's like or she's like the celebrity in the prison, so she's taking advantage of all her popularity or whatever.
It's the multiple personalities. One of them's got to be a powerhouse, you know?
Yeah. I'd put her up on screen here, but you know, she's going to come and go just like Luigi, just like everyone else. It's like flavor of the month. Who's the hot
Luigi's
new convict?
The national hero. I don't know his last name, but you said Luigi. There's only 2 Luigis I know, and one's a little taller than his brother and wears a green hat.
I'm not talking about his brother here. I'm not talking about that one. I'm not talking about.
But that's a national hero. That guy deserves medals.
But you have a joke, Xavier, about traffic?
Well, not necessarily traffic, but like, so basically yesterday I was at the metro station and I think I saw somebody like delay or like stop themselves from like, wait, he stopped. I think he was gonna like try and like jump in front of the train, but because it was single tracking, it took so long for the train to come. He just like went home.
So
I'm like,
so delays you think save somebody's life?
Yeah, he might do it again, but
that guy's so selfish. Because that's gonna back up the train. People gotta go to work, get home. Like,
right? Fuck him.
Sunday. It was Sunday, so
no, but still, how long is that gonna take them to clean? You know, like someone's gotta deal with that. You know, someone's gotta do it. They might be going to church, trying to go to Chick-fil-A, then remembering that they're closed, and now they gotta go to like Ruby Tuesday or something.
There was a Chick-fil-A outside the metro station.
That's gotta happen at least like once a month to everybody, right? Like you go, oh, like this would be a perfect day for it. Let me go. I have some points on the app, and then wait, I forgot about God.
Chick-fil-A though, it's even before like they started like paying like death squads, their shit was ass. It's always been ass.
But the app used to be lit. When I was in it was I think it was like my biology. It was some science class in college. And this girl was like, yeah, the Chick-fil-A app will send you free shit. And they sure as hell did. Now, I think they stopped around COVID. It went to doing this shit around then. But like they just send you free shit. I don't eat out. I wasn't buying shit from Chick-fil-A, but they'd send some free shit and I'd go get it. All right?
No, definitely. Yeah. Like today, like I was like, all right, so I'll just tell you all now, like for the next, like, I'm not sure how long. I have a show at the end of the month, right? But after that, I'm not sure how long I'm going to take a hiatus from comedy because I need to save up money. So today I was like, oh shit, how much points do we have in like the McDonald's app, right? And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I can get myself a free Big Mac. And then I got myself like a Coke as well. I was like, oh, I paid literally just like $2 for dinner. So
yeah, soda's $1, right? Any size, something like that, $1.25.
No. So now, well, at least at my McDonald's, small is $1.59, medium is $1.69, large is $1.79.
That's stupid.
Inflation.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Also, the fact that they've increased the points redeem cost. It used to be 6,000 points, and now it's 7,000.
7,000, yeah.
Oh my god!
75,
I'm like,
whatever it is.
Like, fuck y'all.
Xavier, do you know what a Rural Farms is?
Which one?
Rural Farms. It's a gas
station.
It's a gas
station with chicken.
Yeah. Okay.
I've always wanted the fucking chicken, man.
So I've never had the chicken, but I've had the fries. Now, I only started getting the fries in 2022, but before then, I had the Rofo card, the one hooked up to my bank account. I would use it for gas. Now, I started getting the fries with the points. It was 50 cents a point. Not too long, and I had thousands of points off of gas.
You like potato wedges?
I love wedges. They're actually my favorite. I love some wedges.
Favorite? Okay, I think we have some controversy.
The only worthwhile thing from KFC.
What?
You said what about KFCs?
Oh, it was the only worthwhile thing from KFC.
The only worthwhile thing.
I don't think I've ever eaten at KFC, honestly.
Well, that's what they have. They have wedges there.
Huh.
It's been so long. I just remember growing up thinking wedges were like soggy and bad most of the time, and that fries were the way to go.
I'm disappointed in you.
See, the school wedges are terrible.
That might have been what. That might have been what it was.
School wedges will turn you off from like potato wedges, but when you actually have like proper potato wedges, they're really fucking good.
I don't know where the hell y'all went to school, but I don't know. I didn't mind school food. Hey, Naughty repped it. He's like, I gotta let him know. I didn't mind school food. High key, I didn't at all. I was just eating shit. Now, I didn't like everything, but like every
that was one of the things was like the potato wedges at school kind of are ass. Yeah. They're cold and soggy and just like mushy.
I think y'all schools just hated y'all because like we wasn't eating no cold, soggy, mushy shit. I don't know.
So I went to school where Arlington's I guess more now than ever. It's a pretty divided town, right? In the north, you have your much more wealthier folks, the whites and all that. In the south, that's where like all like the people of color are situated at.
Sounds like India situation, or like most places.
So, I grew up there, so it's kind of like, oh, maybe this is just like class divide shit. You know what I mean? Because like apparently the people in the northern schools had decent food. They would give us like those bullshit like you ever had like a school chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Those bullshit.
I liked them sometimes, and they changed the recipe up a couple times. I feel like they changed it up.
It's because you know why they did that, or I'm assuming it was around like 2008, right?
I think, yeah.
Well, for you two, for me, I'm much younger than both of you, right? How old are you?
It's the same year.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 32.
You're 32. Yeah, Lorenzo, you're what? You're 30.
Old as fuck, yeah.
So
I'm ancient.
Y'all old as hell.
No. It was because of Michelle, because she wanted kids to have healthier food. Yeah. So they took the fucking square pizzas and made them into triangles on wheat bread and a whole bunch of other lame ass shit. They changed the sauces up. I used to so ever since middle school, you always had 4 food options, and if I didn't like nothing else, I'd always have chicken nuggets with bread and honey mustard and sweet and sour sauce, and that was my go-to. They changed the sauces. I was like, I guess it's ketchup from now on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know.
Devastating.
What the fuck? No, literally, you ruined my whole lunch experience. We had good shit, and here you come with your healthy bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Honestly, I think the last time I had a decent school meal, well, obviously I haven't been in school since like 2012, but it's like in middle school. Because like, all right, 8th grade, 2008, that's when I finished 8th grade. So Barack Obama hadn't been elected yet. And here's the thing. So where Arlington had some pretty shitty school food, I went to school as well for like 2.5 years in Woodbridge, Prince William County. They had much fucking better food.
Yeah.
You know how I know this? They had lettuce and tomatoes for their chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, we had that too.
That's crazy.
We had that too.
And I'm like, y'all are complaining about this?
Did y'all have the little pizza roll things? Did y'all have those? Like the little mini pizza hot pocket joints?
Yeah.
But
I like the
not for long. What we had more often was like the cheese sticks. Like the big fat
Yeah,
cheese
the
sticks
mozzarella.
that
I
you
was about
dip
to
in.
say the
You
mozzarella.
dip into the
Oh,
sauce.
Yeah, with the marinara.
marinara.
Yeah.
They had the chips with the I guess the corned beef or some shit.
Mhm.
Honestly, thinking about it now, that shit didn't look good, but like I was eating every fucking thing but pork back then. So you know what I'm saying? Your boy was just I
This
was a
is the
grown boy.
company I believe that we had here. It's actually, it was funny. I learned, I went to boot camp for a brief period for the Marines, and it's the same company that serves chow in the chow hall at Paris Island. So it's this,
For real?
yeah, that's the same company that was doing school lunch where I'm at in Virginia. I was in Stafford, Virginia, growing up. So this was kind of like some of the stuff we would get. And I mean, looking at it now, I mean, this stuff, like, that would make you want to cry looking
No,
at it
yeah,
now.
that
But
doesn't
like
look fun.
growing up on it, I mean, it's like,
You're like, ooh, food, free food.
that's presented really nicely there. Like, that's,
Bruh, did y'all have the chicken parmesan where it was the chicken patty with the cheese on it on top of noodles with some sauce? And it
I
was like
think
a fair amount
so.
of sauce.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember eating like once.
They had like sloppy joes,
No.
cheese sticks, had a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, I'm not sure about y'all, but like, if all
I
the
remember
food options
this.
suck, did y'all like have like the option to get just like a sandwich? Like, it was either roast beef or turkey or ham.
Yeah, we could get like, so they would have a chicken sandwich available like every day, and you'd pay a little extra to get like the school chicken. It was something like that. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, we had something like you could get that every single day if you wanted, or like a PB&J or something like that,
Oh yeah, they
like an
also had that too.
Uncrustable
I'm
type
trying to
shit.
think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they had something
Did
like
y'all have
that.
this hexagon taco pizza? Did you ever have
Not
that?
like that.
No,
But like,
ours wasn't. It wasn't a fucking hexagon.
We had
No.
Did y'all
those.
have the breakfast pizzas?
Yes,
The
we had breakfast
stores?
pizzas. Yeah, with the
I
Yeah.
eggs
didn't
and the
really eat
sausage.
breakfast in school.
Oh no, ours was just pepperoni. It was just pepperoni pizza in the square.
No, we had
At
like,
the
it
time,
had like egg and cheese and like bacon or something in it. Yeah.
Now I'm
At-
getting mad. I'm sick of this.
at the time,
Sick of this.
I mean, you
I
can
think
really
before,
see inequity just in like what kids are eating and where, because it's all about budget. It's all about what the county can afford to pay for. And
or
yeah,
Where they
what the
decide to
politicians
give
are
them
willing to give the
money.
county.
Exactly. Yeah. Fucking bastards.
I
I was sick.
wanted to go back and get off of this real quick because you were talking about Metro and stuff. I wanted to just like pick your brain about public transit because you take the bus a lot, right? Between shows, you take the bus, you take Metro.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you this and just see if this is like a reflection of anything that you have seen on any of your trips.
Okay.
If you can see this video here.
Yep.
Like, does any of this ring a bell?
That's man, that's DC behavior.
You think so?
Yeah. See, all right. I take the public transit. Jesus. I take public transit in both, and well, the few times I do Maryland shows, I guess. But I take public transit in DC and Arlington a lot. And Arlington, like public transit, it's relatively like uneventful. DC public transit, and I think you mentioned this in another episode. Dirty water. My favorite thing about doing dirty water was riding what I would call the crack bus.
Crack bus. Wow.
Yeah, because everyone in that bus after a certain time have either bought crack, were on crack, or about to buy crack.
I'm fucking done. Hey, yo.
I even had a little jingle for it's the crack bus. All aboard, we're on the crack bus. That was my favorite thing about going to Dirty Water, was riding that bus, because people were fucking insane.
Did you ever see any fights? Did you ever see any like complete mental breakdowns? Like, it was,
I mean, like, luckily it wasn't super fucking crazy. I think there was like a fight that had like the bus driver was just so nonchalant about it. He just stopped the bus, let them off, They kept on fighting. He just kept on going.
Nice. That's
He's like, I ain't
respectable.
got time for this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, fucking take the shit off my bus.
Well,
And
that's
he
like
didn't
this guy
really
right here. Like this guy's minding his own business. At least he's set himself on fire, so he's not he's not lighting any of the other passengers or the bus itself on fire or anything.
I mean,
he's just
if
like
the fire spreads, that's one thing. Though.
well, that's a different thing, and he's about to handle that, right? He's taking the necessary precautions to ensure that doesn't happen. But in the meantime, he's just like he's leaving you alone, leave him alone. But like, it's a different story if people are getting up in your face. That's what I don't like about like New York Metro, is because like people will get in your face and they'll try to start shit, or they'll be doing a show or some kind of like breakdance routine in the rafter. I don't want any of that. Keep your head. Yeah, as a passenger, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping my head down. Like, that's what this person's doing.
That's the number one rule of public transit and the hood. Just keep your head down.
Right.
9 times
See no evil, hear no
way.
evil.
Now here's
make
the
it to my stop.
If you could buy Metro Premium to not have to endure these shows, would you?
No.
It's part
of the character. It's part of the character of the journey, right? Like it's adding to my wisdom. You know, I'm leveling up by like enduring whatever crazy nonsense is going to go down. But at the same time, do I want to see that? No, but I'm learning how to like conduct, because you're going to go out in life and there's going to be crackheads, there's going to be crazy MFers everywhere around every corner, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. Like, and if I'd never had those experiences where I felt like, okay, just don't make eye contact, and they won't come over here, they won't try to like engage with me. If I never had those experiences, I might react to something like that on the street, and that's how you get stabbed. That's how you get completely.
That's one of the reasons
You're
why.
not wrong though. That's you're not wrong. That's actually funny as shit.
You have to have like one experience on a bus with your dad where he's like, just don't look. I know what's happening. I know he's taking his pants off, Christian, but you have to just. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it when we get to Gallery Place or whatever we will have. But
oh my god,
I can see it too. Everybody can see it, but you know what? No one's doing. They're not looking.
This is what awaits the Europeans coming to America to watch the World Cup.
Oh right. Oh yeah, they're gonna have a blast seeing like what we've been cooking over here. Like what? At least with fentanyl, like you're just completely like this is you. This is your body. You see what I'm saying? Like, with crack,
they're gonna be.
It's a different story.
Are any of the games in Philly? Because I would love. Because I know if they are, there's gonna be some content creators that are gonna go to South Philly specifically to try and film the fucking zombies of that area.
Yeah. But at least being a zombie is like, okay, you're under control, right? Or you're not being a nuisance. Yeah, sure, it's a little off-putting. Like we don't want to see like The Walking Dead if we don't have to, because it's disheartening. It's sad. It's, you know, in a perfect society, we wouldn't have people like that without receiving medical attention or receiving some kind of aid. But that's just. But when you're on crack or when you're on meth, it's like a completely different. Like you're setting yourself on fire. You're doing jumping jacks. You're talking to yourself. Like you're speaking in tongues. You're having a complete like mental breakdown. That's a different phenomenon. Like that's what. A part of me wishes that we had more of that, because at least I feel like that wakes people up. That gets everybody engaged.
Sure as hell don't.
The thing with like heroin and fentanyl and opiates is that once people are just like totally slumped or folded or whatever you want to call it, it's like, well, hey, at least they're docile, at least they're calm, and then I feel like the problem compounds, or it's just easier to look the other way a lot of the time.
I would fear though that eventually, once like the dosages get like either skewed or stronger or whatever. Mm-hmm. You ever play Call of Duty Zombies?
You think that they're gonna get up like that, like fucking
like they're
World
like
War
first
Z?
slow and then they're like slow and they're like, and then they just start rushing. It was like, I feel like it's gonna get to that point.
Running like So hold up. So where do zombies come from?
What do you mean?
Hold up. Are there really zombies in like Philly, or is that just like?
No, so that's what they call like the people like on those drugs down there.
On
Oh,
like the Skid
okay.
Row, or whatever the
Yeah.
corridor
Look,
is.
I had to get the car because I was like, hold up, wait, I was like, I feel like I missed something.
No, there are.
Okay,
No,
I know there was like a
so-
story of like a long time ago of like a guy on mushrooms who was eating another guy or something. But yeah, I feel like you
wasn't that
never
bad?
see that. We've never seen a real zombie. We've never seen like a real.
Look, I had to
That's
make
completely
sure.
fiction.
You
I
know
know
what I'm
that Greenland were memeing about that when Donald Trump was like, "Oh, hey, we want to, acquisition Greenland or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then they started making videos like, "We're bringing American culture to Greenland," and it's like,
Yeah, people on drugs.
yeah, shit like that.
Hey, yeah,
Good
that's how
stuff.
you do it.
Good stuff. I had another. Since we're watching videos now, I had another one. This is another thing of like, why would you instigate? Like, I wouldn't even, if I see somebody doing this, I wouldn't even. Yeah, I would make a note, but I wouldn't like confront the person.
News, pal, you can't piss there.
Don't fucking worry about me. Mind your business.
It is my business.
Mind your business.
It's a guy peeing on a storage crate, right, or some kind of cargo crate, because he couldn't get into IHOP back there or anything. Like, he's just got to go. Hey, if I see that, I'm not gonna start recording.
Yeah,
I'm for damn sure not gonna like confront the guy.
I could see why someone would record, but I don't see why anyone would interact.
Exactly. I could record and like save that for later for whatever reason and like post it, maybe make a meme out of it. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not confronting.
You drank 2 big gulps.
It is my business. You ain't supposed to be pissing there, my man.
Get the fuck away from me! Get the fuck away from me! Look what you made me do! Look what you made me do!
He pissed all over his pants.
Oh, this is a skit. All right.
I'd be so high.
Fucking asshole! You fucking asshole!
Oh, shit.
And he threw his drink at the
See that?
I see it!
That guy's like, I saw everything. I don't.
I
There's
wouldn't
something
see
about.
no after my second time.
And now he needs a car wash because he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. Yeah, like you can't have everything.
Right.
You can't have it all. You can't like decide to record and also decide to poke the bear.
No, just
Exactly.
I'm not super for like recording in public or whatever, or like strangers, but some things like, all right, I kind of understand why you did it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've all been there. We've all had to go like really bad. You're on the street somewhere.
Yeah.
There's nowhere that won't let you use the bathroom unless you pay for something or buy something.
I know very well. I have to. Okay. Company policy is at where I work, you have to buy something in order to either get water or use the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
If someone asks very nicely, I will say, oh, hey, yeah, definitely, you're going to buy something. Here's the code, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there have been times where people are like, hey, where's the bathroom code? I'm like, no, you're not getting the bathroom code.
Right.
You were already like ready to fight. So, no, I'm not giving you the bathroom code. Get the fuck out of here. Same thing with asking for water. No, get the fuck out of here. I feel like 9 times out of 10, if you're nice to retail food workers, they're gonna help you out.
I feel like, if they like you, nepotism is everything. If people like you, they'll do stuff for you. You know what I'm saying?
Just be nice. Just be nice to us. And we will 9 times out of 10, unless we really can't give you the code, or that's probably what happened in IHOP. Dude couldn't go in because he was like, I'm like making the scene and shit.
Yeah, he was already on one, and then being confronted put him over the edge. I'm right there with you, and we had the same kind of policy. I was there before you had to pay for water, before you had to buy anything to get the free water included. So that only kicked in, I feel like, in the last few years.
Like a year and a half ago.
Half ago, yeah, with like the new CEO or whatever. But
yep,
I mean, still, like we would be less inclined to give anybody anything for free if they were like a known entity around town, because we have the same vagrants, kind of like walking in and out all around. Like there was this one really cool dude who would sit up at the bar. He would sit at the bar all day long, and he would just write words, and he would go, "How you spell that? Is that how you spell that?" And then you would read it, and you go, "Yeah, Clarence, that's cat, C-A-T. Good job." Or it'd be like sometimes it'd be a really big word, and you'd be like, "Well, I need to pull out my phone for this and just double check your work there." That's what he would do all day long, and then he would just drink water there at the bar, and he's not hurting anybody, right?
Yeah.
So like somebody like that who's like a nice guy, clearly like something's off mentally, or he got left behind somewhere, and it's tragic. But we can do what we can as long as he's not being a nuisance or not being like. Not causing a scene or anything. But there would be people just like you said who come. There was a guy who came in one time just screaming at the top of his lungs, like, and it was a busy day. It was a hot summer day. There's all types of kids in there because it's summer and they're all getting like frappuccinos and shit. It was about the time where we had like the yellow frappuccino with like the blue and red dust that you put in there, whatever that was called.
Was it the unicorn?
No, it was different because again, it was like yellow. It was like banana flavored yellow, and then it had So anyway, it was like a specialty drink everyone was in there trying to get, and this guy just comes in off the street screaming at the top of his lungs, like, "Everybody get down!" Like making threats and shit. He didn't have a weapon or anything. And my manager, I'll never forget the shift who was there, Tavion. He was like, "Oh hell no, and he like came from behind the bar and walked over to the guy, like parted the crowd because we were already at capacity, so like there's barely any like standing room in the store. And he parts the Red Sea of customers and goes to this guy. He's like, "Hell no!" He turns around, I pushed him out on the street, and everybody started clapping. But that's the kind of thing. Is like, if you're going to come up here and like cause a scene, like you're not going to use the bathroom, you're not going to get water,
exactly.
Nothing.
It's going to be wild.
I think the biggest like fucking freak out I've ever had like at my store that I've seen like live was from like an actual paying customer though.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to give a brief history lesson. Eritrea and Ethiopia, even though they're technically the same area, they're not. They had a war. Eritrea won its independence in 1992. They had a second war in the early 2000s. There's still some hostilities between these two countries.
Mm-hmm.
I can see.
So one of my coworkers, he's Ethiopian, but he forgot his apron, so he borrowed another one's. But the name, there's a name tag on it, and it was of an Eritrean dude that worked there too. So Eritrean name, right? Customer, right? He seemed normal. Like Ethiopians are, there's a lot of them in this area, DMV.
Mm-hmm.
He sees the name tag, and he like flips a switch, and he's like, "Hey, what the fuck's your name?" Like he's like yelling because he saw the name. It's a very Eritrean name, I guess.
Thanks.
And so he was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "Bro, why do you care?" And it's like he started talking about the war. He started talking about how, of course, the Jews somehow got involved, but like,
Naturally,
it's always them. Eventually, they always get mentioned. And then he's like talking about how. I think that he mentioned that they like killed his wife, killed his kid or whatever, and how like the war was like, bro, what the fuck's happening right now? I think he was getting ready to like think like just like jump the counter, even though he was like a heavy set dude, so he wasn't actually be able to do it, but
right. But he was thinking about
it. He wanted to like maybe even kill this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like on me.
You look like you're about to fall asleep. What's happening? Are you tired? You're so close.
I'm boring, apparently.
No, I usually consume some sort of caffeine, and I didn't. So
I've been trying not to go. I've been trying not to switch to you because I can't. The way I have my my screen setup, it covers you, Lorenzo. But when I switch to your camera, I see you, and every time I've switched to you, like you're like,
hey, he just took an edible before this, okay?
right. No, that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, is this payback for Tevin's episode? Like, did you?
not
It's like, hey, Christian.
That's crazy. We too could play at that game.
Right. No,
it's like, hey, you know this guest more than I do. You take over.
Hey, which I'm happy to do. I just want to make sure you're okay, that you're not going to pass out.
I'm as okay. Look, I ain't gonna lie. That is in question, but I think I'm gonna be straight.
Here, let's watch another clip. This will wake you up because we could talk about this. We used to.
Oh my god!
So after Starbucks, we worked at an Asian grocery store together. That's what I did. Yeah. That's how I met Lorenzo. And we used to sell these things. We used to sell these all different brands. They're called Century eggs. It's like a traditional Chinese thing. They're preserved duck eggs that are black in color because of all the ingredients they're preserved in. Mm-hmm. And I've never even opened a box of these, right? I've never bought one and seen it. And this guy's going to do a tasting of the Century preserved duck egg here.
Duck egg, it's been preserved for 100 years, and I'm really about to eat this. Again, I don't know why I'm doing.
You see, we have that same brand there, the Way Long or whatever. What was this called?
I think they had a few, but that sounds about right.
You can see the mold. Why?
You said the what?
You can see the mold.
Where?
The green.
This motherfucker, I'm done.
It's just like, it's completely like emulsified from how long it's been.
It's like a mummy. You get it? Because it's chicken, or it's the eggs, but like, anyway.
I'm nervous. You're making me nervous right now. Here I'm thinking this is going to be relatable. This would shake you out of it. We won't go too much longer here because
that was because like chickens are moms and their eggs and
what?
I said mummy. I don't know. It wasn't good.
So this is what the egg looked like before you crack it. Oh, this whole black and it stink. Ooh. It's black and it stink. Oh my god, it stinks so bad. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cheers.
He's counting up for some reason. He's just completely lost his mind. So,
first off, that's over exaggerating. I'm done. I know they're not that damn bad. No matter who you fucking, say.
You think so? I feel like it.
Man, it depends on like some taste buds just aren't compatible, man.
I don't know. I feel like this is. I feel like this would be rancid. Like. To be,
I threw up when I drank pineapple soda. That's just how much I hated it. And like
sometimes, let me tell you, I threw up straight white grape juice. When I drink white grape juice, I didn't even throw up. It was just straight white grape. It spelled out of me like a fucking demon being cast from my body. Sometimes we're just not supposed to drink shit.
Yeah, but this is like no one's supposed to have this. Like this is an egg that's not refrigerated, and just off of like preservatives alone, it's able to have like an infinite shelf life. It can be like these things didn't expire for like 7 years after we bought them, and that was like after them already being preserved for a century or however long. Right, exactly. So
that'd be the shit too. So I'm like, is it actually, if I was supposed to come here, or stick around for a year or whatever, how is that, what I'm saying, supposed to fucking...
All right, we're gonna get out of here. This is not working anymore. You're not even like coherent, dude. Man, like get some sleep. Get some sleep.
Yeah, I had a soda, but that bitch is like out of date. And like I should
like
just
the
grab
fucking
my
eggs.
Drink. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, and usually I drink some shit like that, but like the new me is like, I'm not drinking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the new me.
It's late. It's not that late though. I mean, come on. You need something like this to really like shock to your system and wake you up. Because when you start and you just can't stop. I think that's part of it. Like I agree. Like maybe he was exaggerating at first, but if you give in a little bit and it just keeps going like that, and it's just nonstop. I'm the same way.
He was fine. He was doing what he was supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I was just curious, like you never bought any of those, and you never opened one, like you've never seen one before.
I think I bought one before, but I didn't end up using it. I gave it to somebody the one I bought. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were happy to receive it because
I mean, like,
they look so good.
Some people want to try shit. I'm not that adventurous with my food. I know what I like and I want to eat that. But some people, they're like, well, I want to try this because it's something I haven't had before. And I'm like, oh, good for you. I love that for you, you know?
It kind of reminds me of the guys that like use hot sauce, but not to add flavor or whatever.
Yes, just for like the heat sensation.
I'm like, that's psychotic, man. Like,
yes.
Oh no, that's crazy.
It's like, what are you trying to prove? I work with a guy like that where he has like hot sauces that in these little tiny vials because of how like deadly they are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I know what you're talking about too. They sell little small bottles like that all the time and shit.
Where you're like, if you get to the point where you're looking at like the Scoville units on a pepper or a hot sauce, it's like
that's how
we're leaving the realm of reality.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost the plot.
We've lost the plot. Exactly.
That's bonkers.
Yeah. All right.
That's actual reaction. Like he might have been exaggerating at first, but now it's
fuck all that.
Got there. How about this one? This one I feel like would get me, and she gets a lot of people. But like if I was on the receiving end, so it's this lady. She goes to drive-throughs and she just like empties a bottle of fart spray into the drive-through window before the person comes.
Oh, fucking killing me.
And they have no idea. It's late at night, right? It's only one person working the window and the counter, so they have to go back and forth. And she just lets it all loose. You can hear her gagging. She can't even handle it.
Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, so take a breath.
So a lady comes to the window.
All right, your total is...
Hello.
Your total is...
Like she's completely taken aback. She's like completely stunned. She's stun locked.
She's like, let me grab this motherfucker.
Sorry, you don't smell that?
Smell what?
It just smells... Hold up a second.
Okay.
She had to like hype herself up.
No, I don't smell nothing. What do you smell?
This smells like shit.
Oh,
you really
did you take a bath?
Huh?
What?
No. Well, now she's trying to roast her or whatever. Did you take a bath?
She's getting high.
I'm not a fan of like messing with like food with retail workers. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm also a food and retail
because
worker.
You are one. Yeah. I feel like this is. I feel like this is fun because it's so late at night. And like she's not holding up a line or anything. I feel like this is a harmless one. I like the harmless ones where you're not like, I don't know, where you're not like intentionally wasting someone's time. Like this is just like this totally happened outside. It doesn't go inside of the restaurant.
Yeah.
This lady's not making a scene in the restaurant, you know. And this is what this is her shtick. She does this in drive-thrus or whatever. But
there's one creator, I forgot their name. They would put up like the fake posters for like specials.
Yeah.
Can they get like the Jeffrey Epstein burger or whatever?
Burger, exactly. And then they go look at the poster and be like, oh, I didn't realize we have that. I guess I'll go whip it up for you. Yeah. Those are fun.
See, those are fun. But then the managers are always like a killjoy.
Yeah. They're like, we don't have that.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah, where did you get that?
Yeah, it's like I got what I need here. You trying to do this extra shit that ain't nobody asked for.
I want it. This will be the last one, and then we can get out of here. I want to bring clips back because I feel like it's a nice palate cleanser. It's a good little opportunity to provide commentary, and maybe if it's relatable to anyone, this might spark a discussion in the comments. So if you liked any of these videos or you want us to react to something in particular, please leave a comment, a link to something. I'd love to check it out, and we'll pull it up on the show. But it's a nice like icebreaker, you know, and helps us like dive into something. And I know we're at the end of the episode here. I wish we had more time to talk, but next time you come on, if any of this made you think of a personal anecdote, please bring it to our attention. This is a guy on the street who's approaching a couple guys. He's just asking for directions on the street. That's all he's doing.
Excuse me, you know what the parking lot that whole ass nigga?
Parking lot? Parking lot what?
Parking lot.
Whole ass nigga?
What?
Chill out. You said where's the parking lot at? Whole ass nigga?
What?
Chill out.
So if you didn't hear it, if you missed it, he introduces this question and like kind of trails off, and he mumbles what sounds like hoe ass n-word. And so the guy on the right caught it at like the last second. He's like, what did you say? And he's ready to start shit, and his friend here is like, hey, chill out, calm down. Like, he's ready to de-escalate because I guess his friend probably has a reputation or something, or he's probably got a short fuse.
For a parking lot? Is there a specific parking lot?
Parking lot. What are you talking about?
Bro, I'm not the one to play games with tonight, bro. Just go on about your business.
You're trolling.
Parking lot is somewhere over there.
What are you talking about?
Is there a specific parking lot?
Like any parking lot that's around here.
Yeah, it's that way.
All right. Excuse me, you know what?
Is there a specific?
That's
He's like really trying to troubleshoot, problem solve, and the other guy is just not having it at all.
What the hell?
I feel like on the wrong night, I would be the guy without a tooth, and I'd be like, "You want to catch a fade right now? Is that what we're doing?"
Sometimes it's what you gotta do.
And there's been nights. There's been nights where like my boyfriend and I, or my partner and I, will be out, and somebody will ask a stupid question like that, or they'll try to start something, and I'll give in, and I'll start to give back, and he's like trying to talk me down or whatever. He's trying to de-escalate the situation. But I mean, sometimes you're just having a bad day and you can't handle it.
You do.
It's that hate in your heart, Christian.
It's the hate in my heart. But I'm also, now, especially I'm looking out for those glasses, with the cat, like the meta glasses, like that's what this guy's using, I imagine. Like, how's he recording this? Like there's always got to be some angle with people's bullshit now. So now I have like an extra thing I'm looking out for. Like, do you ever feel?
Yeah.
Have you ever been like goaded into something like this? Has anybody tried to set you off, and then at the same time you feel like they're trying to like get at something, or like they're gaming at something?
Yeah, like when I was younger, it probably worked, but now I'm like, all right, do you have an actual issue, or are you trying to like goad me into something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you're being goaded, there's like a psychological intent to that as well.
Uh-huh.
But if it's just like someone being really stupid, and they're like, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Let's.
I still think about this. I think about this a lot. There was I think I was at like Chipotle or something, and I was on my way in, and there were these two kids who had just like gotten up. They were getting ready to leave, and they were like, "Hey, excuse me, sir, excuse me." And I got like AirPods in, whatever. I'm like half paying attention, and they get my attention while I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's up? Hey." And they're like, "Hey, you dropped your wallet." And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "You dropped your wallet." And then I looked at the ground, whatever. And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I looked for it. And then as soon as I looked at the ground, they start laughing and cutting up. I'm like, "Gotcha!" And then they just took off running, and they were like dapping each other up and everything. And I just, if I had a gun in that moment, you know what I mean? Like if I had a firearm or some kind of like blunt force object.
Projectile.
That's harmless as fuck.
A few more hammers so I could afford to throw some.
It'd be one thing if we were like in a school, or if I was volunteering with kids and we're together all day like that. I'll look at something like that as almost a bonding exercise. But to do that to like a stranger, like a random adult who you never met, I don't care where we are. I don't care if we're in Subway, if we're in the park, if there are officers around. Like, you do that to the wrong person, and they will end you. They will. You're gonna learn. There will be a learning experience had from something like that. I think about that all the time, because I'm like, who were they? Are they dead now? Like, did they get to grow up? Did they get?
I just like to assume yes to everything. They were brutally murdered right after you met them.
Was this pre or post COVID?
This is post. It had to have been like 2 years ago. Yeah, it was fairly recent, but still, it haunts me. It haunts me. Because I'm like, I wasn't the one to teach him a lesson either. I just let him go, right? Because I was so dumbfounded. I was like, you think I'm the one?
I got 6'7", like
Oh man, I'm
a
so
few months
sorry.
back. Like I was telling the price, it was like this teenager and his mom just ordering a drink, and I was like, oh yeah, the total's like 6'7", and then 6'7".
Yeah.
I'm like, and literally maybe a week later is when I saw that episode on South Park.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Cartman.
okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! See, I got to catch back up because I didn't even see the last few episodes. I remember they did the COVID thing. They did some stuff after that, but it's like, yeah, I gotta catch up.
Oh man, Dan, you were like 6 years behind.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
Fuck, that's
you didn't see any of the
crazy.
stuff with Trump and like the small penis and the JD Vance.
I'm so behind, bro. I'm so behind.
I still don't get why they made Trump Canadian. I guess I don't understand that. There's a lot I don't understand.
Just a little better, you know. And the Canadians, they make their mouths and shit.
Yeah,
so it's
China.
Like, China.
Oh my gosh, Xavier, thank you for joining us. It really does mean a lot. I could go on forever. I don't want to keep you too much longer. And Lorenzo is dying.
I think Lorenzo's like half asleep.
It's really because of Lorenzo that we're going to stop down here, just because I want to make sure he gets a good night's rest.
You should have had a Coca-Cola or something before this, man.
I need it. I usually do, but there's none in here. But I usually have like an energy drink before we record. I'm slacking. I gotta put it on my shopping list, and I gotta get some from the store tomorrow. Yeah, I'm slacking, yeah.
I was about to say, Christian.
Normally we have a song at the end of the episode when Lorenzo gives advice. And for this episode, I just want to, I think this will be the song. Just because I want to wind down and make sure that we're getting in the right headspace at the end of the show.
For late night listening.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So we're changing it up. I hope you'll excuse the sudden change. Normally we have the same song playing at the end, but
I feel like I have to read a story to y'all now.
Well, you could tell us where to find you. What do you have coming up? We already said June 27th, right? Is that the only show this month where we can see you?
That's the only confirmed show I have as of June the 8th.
It's working.
When we're recording this.
It's working.
If you give a mouse a cookie.
Good night, Moon.
I don't know how the rest of the book
goes.
Good night,
stars.
Good night, Moon, or whatever.
I always did the Hungry Caterpillar. Did your parents ever?
Ooh.
My parents are foreign, so they don't know how to read.
You didn't have any Latino bedtime stories? Nothing?
No,
parables.
See, I was never given a bedtime story because by the time I was like 6, I was reading on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom was like, "You could do it yourself." Like,
yeah, right.
But here's the thing I'll say: being the son of immigrants is fucking. It's dope, but it sucks ass as well because when you're 5, you're trying to translate and 2 languages you haven't even mastered yet, and you're reading really big words in both languages where it's like, oh hey, this might affect if I could get free lunch this year in school. Okay.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot riding on that. Yeah, you feel a lot of pressure, right?
Yeah, so I've known how to read at an early age, but at what cost?
At what cost?
Sorry, that's life. You know, one of the many things beautiful.
I know, this is actually hitting right now.
Yeah, it is kind of good.
I mean,
this is Baby's Music Box Lullabies for anybody interested. If you have a baby at home.
Lullaby that always plays, one of my favorite internet personalities right now is Rampage Jackson.
Is that a wrestler? Who's that?
No, he's a former MMA fighter.
Okay.
But now he's a streamer. It's really weird talking about this shit while the lullaby's playing.
Yeah. Trust me, it'll make sense if you watch it back. This is good, I promise.
Yeah.
I hate AI Slot, but a lot of his fans, what they'll do is they'll post AI images of him in mostly weird situations with Diddy for whatever reason.
Okay.
And he reacts to it.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know. They'll always play like that lullaby song once in a while.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Yeah, I forget what it's called now, but it's like when they see like the audio tag for the. When I see the audio tag for it, I'm like, oh, okay, this. I don't know why this has to do anything with reacting to you holding hands with Diddy, but okay.
Sure. That's
Also,
how these things happen. They just kind of like materialize, and then that's just the way it is.
I think one more thing before I guess this ends. My favorite thing, right, was I think I told this to Lorenzo before the podcast happened.
Mm-hmm.
The frequent mention of Brandon Moore. And I love like the 2 times like I could remember him being brought up. Ace Jackson had a very wholesome like I guess like part about Brandon Moore about how it's like, oh, he's a killer. He's who I kind of want to model myself after, like Hostwise or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's like bigging him up, right? And then in the BG episode, y'all basically compared him to R. Kelly.
I mean, sometimes.
It's like,
I don't remember it like that, but if you say so, you listen to the episode, so
That's what you recall.
you decide. Is Brandon Moore an inspirational figure, or is he R. Kelly? You all decide in the comments. I like that. I have a show with Brandon on June 20th, actually, so in a couple weeks I'll be performing with Brandon. And actually this Wednesday, so when this comes out, probably the day of Wednesday, June 10th, I will be doing an open mic with Brandon where we're both giving feedback to the comics. Yeah. So I'll have to bring that up, and he can defend himself. We'll just have a trial by jury on Wednesday.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He's always talking about pee. He's always talking about pee droplets and driplets coming out of his dick, shaking it at the urinal.
I don't
my laundry.
I don't know. You must be listening to some Deluxe album or some shit. You listen to something I ain't heard yet.
And then Lorenzo defended R. Kelly or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I was just saying, like, no, I'm just saying, some stuff gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it makes sense, it makes sense.
Give us some advice, Lorenzo. Let's hear some advice about anything this episode.
All right, I got some advice. All right, y'all. When you're tired, make sure you get an energy drink on the way home. That's the first one. The second one is I don't know if we could clear these. Are these? Is this
We're
private?
good. This will be fine.
Public?
This will be fine.
Cool. I want to make sure we can clear. I don't think we could afford to pay yet. People aren't commenting and subscribing like we need them to.
Yeah, speak up.
It's okay. Also, give me something. Give me something.
What about people, if you see somebody having a mental episode in public or on the train?
Stay
or
away
on the...
from them. Let them fucking have that. Let them have that shit. Don't go anywhere near them because they're fucking crazy and they're going to cut you and they're going to take your child and they're going to fucking, so like stay away from those people because they're nuts.
Chime in whenever, Xavier, if you have anything to add. Or do you second that?
Big
Do you think that R. Kelly plays this well? He's doing the thing to his victims.
Oh yeah, no.
This was the theme song on Little St. James, I'm sure. This was just playing in the background the whole time. During every massage, there was a music box on repeat. Yeah.
I said, Mary, had a little.
Hey, take us to church, Robert.
Hey,
take us to church. Anything else come to mind? Anything? Just shout it out.
Brandon Moore's R. Kelly. That's the thing. I'm sorry.
Xavier, thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for doing this. We'll talk a little bit. I'm going to stop the recording here. I feel like this is a good stopping point.
This was worth the 2 years.
This is worth the wait. Good. I'm glad you think so. I was a little nervous when I saw the lights going out, but we made it work. We made it. Please come back when we can do this early. We had planned to do this a little earlier to begin with, but I had to push it back. So I appreciate you accommodating me, guys, both of you.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
You've accommodated me many times.
We'll do this again, though, right? You'll come back on, especially when you have more to promote. You're going to take a hiatus too, so I imagine we could do this many times from home. You know, if you have any free time, any spare time.
Yeah. That or I don't really care what my coworkers hear about me when I'm at a Starbucks. You know what I mean?
I don't think you said anything bad. You know, we're talking about all things.
Well, today I didn't. I just told a general story and I just shot the shit. Like,
gotcha. You said you're going to bring the goods next time. Okay.
Next time we're going to have to talk about how at Keeping Sweet / Comedy Gym I got dubbed the master of racism.
Oh my god!
You're very tactful with it. You present it in a way that's palatable. Again, I'm going to be thinking about the Blu-ray remastered thing for a while, and I've heard that. And you know, you know when you don't hear a joke for a while, and then you hear it again, and it's like it all comes back to you, and it's like, wow, this guy's good. This guy's good.
Are we still recording or no?
We are. I'll stop it down. Thank you, everybody. Like, subscribe, go see Xavier at Club Car in Baltimore on June 27th. I have a show on June 27th as well, so if you're in DC instead, come to City State that night. But if you're a Baltimore native, a Maryland native, like Lorenzo, please go support Xavier Montes and friend of the podcast, Jake Lazier. That is his production company, so go see his show, go support Laugh Tracks up there. Thank you again, man, for joining us.
Come see one of us. Come see both of us. Come see.
Hey, hell yeah!
And just buy tickets to both shows. Even if you're going to one, just buy tickets to both, because that's going to feed us. That's going to give us gas. That's going to put a little extra cheddar in our pocket.
It's going to make us work harder. So make us be funnier.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, y'all. Peace out. Like, subscribe, and see you on the next one.
Deuces.